when you are evaluating any function, the number that's inside the parentheses is going to replace all these placeholders here, all the variables in your function. So f of negative 8, you're going to take this equation. Everywhere there's an x, you're going to replace it with a negative 8. And then you're going to evaluate the expression from that. So if we followed this process again, here there's some things that are, you can use a calculator for on here, but first 9 times negative 8 squared is 64, 3 times a negative 8, and then add your 4. So the 9 times 64, we can go ahead and multiply this through. So that gives us 576 minus 24 plus 4, and you get your solution 556. Now remember, if it has a preview button, which I believe these questions do, you can just enter your calculations directly in as well. So if you entered this form right here, it would calculate and give you the correct answer for that. Okay. For the next one, same exact thing. Your placeholder are going to replace with a negative 12. So negative 3 times the quantity negative 12 minus 3 squared plus 1. So if you evaluate this, once again, you can type that through. You can type in the exact expression if you want, or you can calculate it out. You go end up with a negative 674 for your solution. But once again, you could have entered this. Okay, now, using your calculator, there's other ways that you can evaluate this. Probably the most efficient way to use the calculator for these is to write out your expression just in terms of the variable. So 9x squared plus 3x plus 4, and then use the with key, this vertical bar, and then tell the calculator you want x to equal whatever's inside the function, in this case negative 8, and when you hit enter, it confirms that we did it correctly. Okay, the same here, you could do the same calculation. Okay, I'm going to show you an alternate method. So another way that you can approach this is you can go into your Y editor, so Diamond F1 to access the Y editor. You could type your equation in exactly, so negative 3 times the quantity x minus 3 all squared plus 1. Okay, and once you get that entered, confirm that it looks like how you want it to look, so that it will help you confirm that you've entered it correctly. And then from the home screen, you can use function notation to evaluate this. We stored it into y1, so if we took y1 of negative 12, again, that's just like saying f of negative 12, and the calculator will evaluate that. Negative 674 confirms again that we did it right in the other calculations.